Welcome to an unexpected episode 28 where apparently we're getting countertops today. I wasn't expecting them today. I was expecting them tomorrow. I think I need to go move my truck. He said he was going to start in the laundry room and in the mud room. And I know I just said that backwards because this is the laundry room. He said he'll just work around my stuff. I was like, do you want me to take any of the padding off? He's like, nope, I'll do everything. I'll work around it.
Do we need to move our vehicles?
He did not say that we needed to.
Okay. And the rain gutter guys are still here.
And the rain gutter guys are here. Did you see that? That was our first piece of stone.
It's done.
They have officially set the first piece. Look what a difference it makes going from no stone on top to having the stone on top. It's just that much more complete. That looks so good. Joel is he does not like quartz, just for the way it looks. He's like, if you're, in Joel's opinion, if you are wanting it to look like marble, then get marble. This was the reason I went with this one. You can see, I typically in quartz, the lines are a lot more prominent, and this is called shadowing. And you don't usually see shadowing in quartz, but that's why I chose this one, because the lines weren't as prominent as normally, like as normal. And there was shadowing in it. So that's why I went with this one, and I think it looks stinking good.
Oh yeah.
I like it. And it brings out the size of these. Oh my gosh.
Well, you gotta figure that cabinet comes to here, so realistically,
Yeah.
it's gonna sit.
Yeah, I really am happy with the way it looks. Well, I've been trying to stay out of their way. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he was in here marking it, so I know he's got some stuff to do in here. And I also wonder what they'll do with the, up against the wall, because it's pretty tight in some areas, not in the others. So I'm sure they've got some work to do. Got all of the quartz in, and I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing their thing. Then I'm sure they're gonna do their thing in here, by gluing it or however they get it to stay. But they are actually bringing in the island as we speak. Oh, it is so pretty. Tell me you don't see the difference between the quartz and the marble. They're both fantastic, but this is, just... Oh, see the earthy tones up in the corner? So much was happening today. I had no idea they were putting this in, but they got the glass put in. That is really fun to see. When I tell you, it looks like look at the sun come in. It looks like there's a light in there. That's just the sun coming in. Oh my word. I went back and forth between having the middle and the top all glass. I had one draft of this panel right here being solid like this right here and just having a glass up top. I went through every scenario and finally landed on this. I wanted this to look very uniform, but I needed a pop of glass somewhere because I don't have enough like pretty things to showcase in all glass, because I thought it would have been really pretty to have all of these glass, or like in my other home, how we had just all the top uppers glass. But this is what I finally landed on, and I think that it is perfect for me. Don't mind the noise of the tractor outside. We are just doing some grading work. To close the countertop vlog, I want to start in the laundry room. This is finally done. And when I say finally, it has been months. It's been months. And let me tell you, this backsplash, it was very difficult. So we did have a little hang up with our templater. We explained what we wanted done, and we thought we were clear. He thought he understood, and there was just a really big misunderstanding. And so the first time he came, they tried to install it. Something wasn't right. We didn't actually see it being installed, so he remade it in the incorrect way. Came back for the second time, and we were like, that's not right. And so they made it for a third time, and when they brought it in for a third time, when they were doing the install, it got pretty buggered up, and so there was like big chunks taken out, and it, obviously it wasn't going to work. And so fourth time's a charm, am I right? So they were able to redo it for the fourth time. And I am okay with mistakes as long as they get corrected. And so that wasn't a really big deal to me. As long as it's in and it's corrected, I'm all good. So we definitely have some touch-up paint to do because, stuff got buggered in the meantime, and there's some caulking that we need to paint the same color as this. So there's definitely some finishing touches that we need to do, but overall, I am very happy with what we chose for in here. I will show you the sink, and maybe you've seen peeks of it in other vlogs. I have no idea at this point because the vlogs are so jumbled right now, but you're gonna die when you see the final reveal of the laundry room. But as for the countertops, this is a quartz countertop. I feel like it's the best looking quartz I've ever seen, and this is called the Bianca Calore quartz polished. All of our tile came from Bedrosian tile, and so it was really easy for us just to pick our slabs. So I know that the name might be different at certain companies, and so if you do, and if you're looking for this exact one, that's the name of this, and it came from Bedrosians. As you saw earlier, it is the same quartz that we used out here in the mudroom. Now for the kitchen. And I have a story to tell you. First, I have this closed for a reason because there's a little surprise in there that I don't want to show you yet. This is also a placeholder because the faucet that we chose is on back order, so it won't be here for a few months. So we've got a placeholder there. Don't mind the really cute fly trap. The flies are just out of this world. But it's interesting to me that my eye was attracted to this Dolomite marble when my old house was also Dolomite. And I believe how they explained it to me was the deeper you go into the mountain, like in marble quarries, the deeper you go into the mountain, the harder the marble gets. And that really hard marble towards the inner part of the mountain or deeper into the mountain is called Dolomite. So Dolomite marble is going to look different depending on what quarry you get it from, what country you get it from. This marble is, the name of it is called Sky White. So this is called Sky White Dolomite marble. When I went into Bedrosians, I explained to them that I really wanted this feature wall, but how was it going to look like one seamless piece? Now this took some talent, and my friend Gage, and I am calling him my friend because if it was not for him, this would not have been able to come to life. And let me explain. Here is where the seam is, right down the center. And you can either do a bookmark, which I believe this is. This took 1, 2, 3, 4 slabs to make. We obviously cut out the window and used that somewhere else in the house, like in the pantry or up in a bathroom. The pattern continued on each of the slabs because they were cut. So like I was telling you, they cut these slabs out of the mountain and they label them like a certain name and number, part 1, 2, 3, 4, or A, B, C, D. And if you get them in order, you can find that repeated pattern so that the veins will connect with each other. And not all companies or installers will look at that. And so I could have ended up with just random pieces up here that didn't have that same vein. So you can see where it connects, even though these are 2 separate slabs. So a lot of planning went into this. And when you choose a fabricator, it's luck of the draw. Gage helped me find a really good fabricator. I was gonna say fab guy, but then I elongated into fabricator. And they did the cut, they sent me photos of it, and I'm like, yes, this is good. Again, it goes back to our templater. The template guy messed up, and when they installed this, there was a gap that big down here. And it's like, what do you do? So, as a customer, I could have said, you ruined my slabs, which, kind of did. But I said, let's just see something. I said, slide it together. So we slid the 4 slabs all the way into the center, and I was left with a gap over here. And I called the cabinet company and I said, look, I do not want to pick out not only 4 new slabs for the window, but it matches the 2 slabs that cover here and the 2 slabs that are in here. They all came from the same batch. What can we do? Not only to save me a headache, but to save the fabricator the cost of 8 marble slabs. That's a lot of money. So we slid them all to the center. We were left with a gap. So what we did was we pulled the cabinet away from the wall. So there is a gap between this and the wall. They remade this, made it wider, like longer. And then he made me a extra molding here to cover the gap in the wall. My heart truly couldn't take any more that was going on, and I just wanted to make it as easy as possible for everyone involved. So we did make it work, and I'm really happy with it. So we were able to do the same thing over here and put some extra trim to cover the gap. And to be honest, I think it turned out really great. I think it turned out wonderful. I love it. One of the reasons I didn't want to change the marble, I didn't know if I could even get, you know, 8 of these different slabs. And the thing I really loved about this specific one is when you stand back, it looks like your typical white and gray marble, which I love and I'm obsessed with. However, when you get up in close, you can see these a little more brown, earthy tones. And I just thought it went so good with the counter color, with the floor color. And so it was too good to try and change and to try and figure out. Plus I just didn't have the bandwidth to try to do it. So the marble turned out wonderful. It's all I could ask for. And like I said, I am okay when issues arise. Oh gosh. It's the way that they're handled. It's the way that it gets taken care of, and they took care of it. So I am really, really happy about that. Hi, smiley face. You hear that fly? You can hear that fly. Hindsight, I really should have just put one knob right here so I didn't have a smiley face. But hey, anytime you open the garbage can to put garbage in, you got a smiley face looking right at you. How can you be mad at that? I can't wait to finish things up with the trim around the window, put all the things away, decorate, pull all of the tape and things off, put my new faucet in. So with that, I will say thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the house build, I have a playlist of the entire process in the description below. My husband has a DIY channel that has a more in-depth of all of the things we've done with the house. So I will also link that there. Go show him some love. I love you guys. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for giving me the courage that I needed to move forward and give myself the distraction of working on our home. I truly love you and I appreciate all that you do for me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.